most of you think you need to heal more, prepare more, understand your inner child more, do more therapy, do more whatever fucking groundwork before doing the fucking thing. And what you don't realize is your need to get better, to heal more, to whatever, is it's the very thing that's standing in front of you doing the thing. Like that belief system that something needs to happen before you can actually go after what you want, build the business, get in the relationship you want, move to the place you want, make the money you want. You think that there's some order of operations that like, oh, once I figure this out, then I'll be healed enough to finally build the business I want. Then I'll be healed enough to finally give my gifts to the world. Then I'll be healed enough to enter the relationship that I want. Then I'll be healed enough to make the money that I want to make. And it's completely fucking backwards. You heal through all these distortions that you picked up along the way when you are pursuing that which you want, not in preparing to pursue it. So the way you get better at handling money, I said better weird there, the way you get better at handling money, the way you get better at managing money, making money, is by trying to make money. The way that you heal your relational patterns, your avoidant and attachment behaviors or whatever the fuck you think you have, your trauma, your relational trauma, isn't by getting supported or taking a bunch of therapy around a relationship, outside of relationship. That might help on the margins, but it's by actually being in a fucking relationship. Not by reading books about relationship, but actually being in one and being in the confrontation of when things come up and you address them. If you want to build a business, there's no preparation for building a business. There is literally nothing you can do in the world to prepare yourself to build a business. There is nothing. There's not a fucking education that you can get. There's not a mentor that you can get. There's not a coaching program that you can do. The way that you learn to build a business is by building a business. The way that you learn to create anything in your life is by creating it. Think of people who do apprenticeships, right? My brother, he's a heating and cooling apprentice right now. He's doing like a second career later in his life. And he spends a few weeks every year in school, like learning a few technical things. And then he spends thousands and thousands of hours working, or hundreds and hundreds of hours, right? A month. Maybe not hundreds of hours. You get what I'm saying. The majority of his education is by standing in front of some massive cooling machine or whatever, or massive fucking whatever device. I don't know what he does exactly, but he stands in front of it and he has a guy there with him being like, here's what you do here and here's what you do here, and then he learns stuff and he figures it out. And honestly, a lot of it's kind of fucking around and seeing what happens, diagnosing, troubleshooting. And as he does that more and more on the actual job, he gets educated. In his past life, he was a cook. How did he learn to cook? Not by fucking reading about cooking, by cooking. So what are you apprenticing to? Right? If you're apprenticing to relationships, that means you have to be in relationships, not learning theory about relationships, not studying relationships, not looking at other people's relationships. Like, you can listen to all the Dave fucking Ramsey financial advice in the world. You can consume his daily podcast every fucking day of your life. But if you don't have any money in your bank account to actually manage and deal with, all that advice means nothing. Life happens in the crucible of going after what you want, not in preparing for it. I don't prepare for anything, literally, in my life. I don't fucking prepare. I figure it out as I go along. And all y'all, most of y'all, are sitting around preparing for the life that you want while life's actually happening right now. You're preparing for it. What the fuck are you preparing for? You don't even know what's gonna happen. You don't even know how you're gonna relate to these things when they do happen, right? So stop waiting for the perfect conditions. Stop thinking that if I just learn a bit more, if I just prepare a bit more, if I just study a bit more, if I get a bit more knowledge, a bit more accreditations, then I can finally feel worthy, valuable, knowledgeable enough to go after what I want. And the reason that you do this is because you're afraid of failing, of looking dumb. You don't have the self-confidence. You don't have the trust in yourself. You don't have the trust in God. You don't have the trust in life that, like, you'll figure it out. You will figure it out as you go along. And I often say this to people: who is going to be more successful? The person that studies the industry for years without actually being in it, or the one who jumps in with 2 feet and figures it out as they go along? That person is going to be wildly more experienced and wildly more successful. Everything you want in life exists in the thing that you're preparing for. Everything you want in life exists in the place that you're avoiding because you feel like you're not ready. It's on the other side of that. That is the crucible of life. We're supposed to come up against these areas where we're not really sure, we feel ill-prepared, we don't know what to do, and we figure it out in the moment. And what does that do? It builds trust in ourselves. It builds confidence in ourselves that maybe we can do this. Then we approach that thing again with a bit more wisdom, a bit more knowledge, a bit more tact, and just like this, we keep going. That is why it's impossible for me to fail at life. Have I failed at relationships? Have I failed at businesses? Have I had things not go my way? You could call it that. I would say that those were all initiations, right? Businesses that didn't work out, clients that quit, relationships that didn't work out. Those are all preparing me and giving me the knowledge and the insight to fucking do it better next time. It's crazy. It's crazy that you could think that life goes any other way. There's no preparation. That's it. That's all I want to say to you. Like, there's no preparation. The preparation happens in the doing of the thing. And anyone that tells you otherwise is trying to sell you something to believe that you're not enough yet to go after what you want. And the difference between how I try to lead people in my life as someone who is a coach, a leader, a facilitator, is that I make them do the fucking thing while we're together. I don't say, okay, I'm gonna give you a bunch of prep and now you're ready to do the thing. No. Do the thing now, and like, I'll support you here really energetically is all I'm doing, right? And that's what a good mentor, that's what a good educator does, right? Both, if you're an educator, you should be doing that, but also, if you're looking for someone to work with, like, are they actually getting you into action every day, or are they telling you that you're not quite ready yet? Don't let fucking people gatekeep you from the life that you want. That's so stupid. Those people are trying to scam you because they just keep making you go through these hoops and hoops and hoops, saying, oh, you'll be ready after this, you'll be ready after this, you'll be ready after this. Fuck that. You want to do something? Throw yourself into the arena. Stop standing on the sidelines, expecting to learn something, watching other people build their dreams. Go after the life they want. All right, that's all I got for you today. Go fucking take action on whatever that thing is. Ciao.